argue some very important progress in terms of rekindling the notion of the importance of unity in the Latino community, also in terms of consolidating a broader agenda. Well, by that I mean the traditional Latino agenda plus new elements including environment, international, and so forth. But I believe that this resolution argues that it's now time to go to a new stage of the Latino Congreso. And that new stage is characterized by the following, therefore be it resolved. First, that we agree with the Chicago members of the Congreso that it's time for Chicago to have the National Latino Congreso in the spring of 2012. Chicago. Chicago. Second point is that the Congresos will move to every other year. 2012, Chicago, 2014. The bidding is now open on who wants to do 2014. To do a Congreso, one has to have the resources or the ability to raise the resources to fund it. This Congreso costs approximately $100,000. So the host city has to essentially raise the bulk of that money and then also provide the bulk of the administrative and promotional support, obviously supported by others, but they have the duty, they have the responsibility to make it happen. So 2014, another city, the bidding would be open with this Congreso, 2016, another, etc. Point 3 in that, we can just go to the therefore is being resolved. Brother. Move to the there you go. Point 3 would be that the Congreso in the odd years, we open up the ability of states or regions to hold state or regional Congresos. So that means that 2012 we're going to be in Chicago. Está bien, todos organizamos para esto. 2013, there could be many state Congresos. California, New Mexico, the Northeast, New York, the Southeast, and we leave that up to you, the delegates, the organizations, the conveners and co-conveners, to decide at the state or regional level to sponsor the Congreso. We would work with you, but again, you would take that responsibility. For example, I know that there are many of us in California that would like to do a California Congreso in the odd years. But not just one, it could be simultaneous. Texas, California, Nuevo Mexico, lo que le da la gana, Kansas, Indiana, whatever works. But you would take that responsibility for putting together that Congreso with support from the conveners and co-conveners. So it gives, when we say flattening the Congreso, that's what we mean. It's horizontal instead of vertical. Okay? More participation, more investment, more ownership by more different groups. And the final important point in that proposal, in this resolution, is that the state or regional Congresos would have the right to put somebody into the conveners. Okay, right now the conveners are there 9 national organizations. There are a variety of co-convening organizations, but the state or regional Congresos, we have to, we will say at least one in this resolution, at least one person is elected from the states, one organization is elected from the state or regional Congresos, each one to sit on, in essence, that executive body of the National Latino Congreso. The caveat is that group, we say, what do the conveners and the co-conveners do? They raise the money. So you have to have the capacity to put in the money. It goes with our theory that the Congreso is essentially self-funded. We're based on the Latino community, so you have to have that capacity, and you have to have that institutional capacity to have your cuadros help out in the Congreso activities. So that's the summary of the proposal. Madam Chair, Mr. Chair, delegates, flattening the Latino Congreso. I move approval.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, identify yourself if you second the motion.
Mr. Chair, Chris Espinosa with Hispanic Federation.
Hold just a second. We okay? Okay, yes.
I would like to offer a friendly amendment to the author to include the following clause. Be it further resolved that in accordance with the substance of Resolution 9.26, approved by the delegates of the NLC on 5 October 2007, the National Latino Congreso shall in the intervening year of 2013 hold a major Congreso Day of Action with full participation of conveners, co-conveners, and endorsers in Washington, D.C.
Madam Chair, Mr. Chair, delegates, I accept that friendly amendment.
Been amended, resolution's been amended to include Washington DC. In what year is that?
2013.
2013.
2013. Nativo, yes.
Another friendly amendment,
Okay.
that conveners be allowed to bid on hosting the Congreso preferably 2 years in advance of the date of the event, and the selection of such bid be conducted by the existing conveners at that time.
Okay. Antonio?
I would ask my, Nativo, my proposed, can you restate that again one more time? I'm thinking of the first term. I would ask you to change your friendly amendment to not just the conveners, but any Congreso member, convener, co-convener, endorser.
Well, in that case,
Anyone can bid. Any member of the Congreso could bid.
okay, then open it up, conveners, co-conveners, or
Endorsers.
endorsers.
Amendment
I
accepted?
accept that.
The resolution is amended, stands amended by consensus. Is there any other discussion on the motion? Discussion, discussion, discussion. We'll proceed to a vote. All those in favor of the motion, show your vote. Take them down. Opposed, 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 abstentions. Motion carries unanimously. We have a resolution that dictates future Congreso.
Who would need that language?
Yes, Nativo, if you can submit that to the author or the representative of the author.